What is up, everybody? Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. I know that I am, because I have a real treat for you, something you may not have even known existed. Up next. If you're like me and you're a fan of Marvel Trading Cards, you're likely a fan of 1990 Marvel Trading Cards, and one of the GOAT sets is 1992 Uncanny X-Men original art trading card set by the master himself, Jim Lee, who did all of the art, a la like a Joe Jusko Masterpieces set, but in Jim Lee's style of art, he did all the art for all of the cards, every character. It's really impressive. What was really cool about that set is it was ahead of its time in that it was putting pulled autos in the boxes, but they were very difficult to pull, and the assortment of characters was limited. Those cards, if you pulled them out of the pack, they would have a seal that was embossed into the card, and it would have a silver auto from Jim Lee. But those autos were in such high demand and were very difficult to pull that Jim Lee teamed up with a company called Comic Express, and they did a sealed, limited to 5,000 boxes, or little cases, plastic cases. Cases were all sealed with 2 seals, and inside of these cases would be a Jim Lee photo, as you can see pictured here, and that photo was the COA authentication of the autos that would exist inside of those cases. 1 in every 2 cases would come with a hologram that was signed but not numbered, but would also come with 2 signed and serial numbered cards by Jim Lee in gold ink. So these were not embossed with a seal. However, they were signed and hand numbered. Serialized trading cards well ahead of its time in Marvel cards. I don't think people realize how much Marvel cards really blazed the trail and was kind of this experimental ground that we would see in trading cards across all brands in the future, such as sports. However, I digress. These things are very collectible. They are technically aftermarkets, as they were not signed and put in the packs. However, there's a bit of collectability with this because they were done in such a curated way, right? With the express interest of Jim Lee to be able to get these to the collectors who were unable to get them out of the boxes, but to be serialized so you can keep up with them, to have an authentication and to have one source of it really helps create this desirability and collectability. And here's the thing. I bought 10 of these plastic cases in efforts to find the elusive magic serialized and signed card. But you can see it here. I did pull it. I've already opened 5 of these, and in my 4th box, which I'm going to show you now, let's go! Oh my gosh. I did it. It worked. I can't believe I got the magic Jim Lee auto 46 of 100. This search is over. Oh. Wow, guys, look at that. I am so thrilled. No hollow in this one, but we got the magic. We got the magic. Let's go. I actually pulled the magic. I really wrestled with what I was going to do with the rest of these boxes. I opened a couple in the end of a long live stream with a friend just to enjoy. But I've decided I want to open the last 5 boxes and kind of do this educational video for the hobby so that we can have this kind of recorded history, because I don't recall seeing a video of these being unboxed. We are going to see if we can get some of the more desirable characters. And I say that, and what I mean is there's characters that we know and love that are our favorites: Wolverine, Deadpool, Magneto, so forth and so on. But there are also characters that people haven't seen many of. And for those that are trying to put together the set, those are actually the more desirable characters. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let me do an examination of one of these cases for you so you can see what it is. As you can tell, there are two seals on either side of this plastic. It says Comics Express, X-PRESS, Comic Express. You definitely want to make sure that these seals are intact if you're buying one of these and wanting to open it. These do not break easily, so, I mean, I'm sure there are people who understand the science of adhesive that can get one of these off, but I've had to cut mine off, and they have not come off very easily. On the top is going to be this Jim Lee card, a picture of him in his studio, which is pretty incredible. I love it. And on the back of it is going to be the authentication. And inside, the first number of cards, should be at least 2 of them, are going to be your autographs. But again, every other case, or every 2 on average, should have a signed hologram that's not serialized. That's probably the card that's the greatest risk of forgery, because it doesn't have that serialized numbering. And whoever did number those had really good handwriting. And again, they're all going to be gold ink, not silver ink. The silver ink with the the silver ink with the embossed stamp is going to be how you tell those are pack pulled. Well, as I say that, that's not 100% true, because there is rumors, and it's pretty widely accepted in the trading card community, that Jim Lee at 1992 Comic-Con actually signed a bunch of the other characters in silver ink with the embossed stamp, and in doing so, made it look like these cards were pack pulled, even though they were not. But again, most of the cards that were pack pulled, we believe, were some of the promo cards, such as Wolverine, Magneto, Rogue, so forth and so on. But anyways, I don't want to digress into that too much. That's another video for another day. Now our focus is Comics Express. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out like so. Set them here. The rest of these should just be the base cards, actually in order of the checklist, and it's a full set, except for the first 3 cards, well, 3 to 4 cards. Okay, so that's Beast. That's card number 1. Here are our autos. So let's take a look at this one first. This is the Jim Lee card, so I can get to focus in here. There we go. See what's going on in his background. Got a little mannequin back there. My speculation is maybe that's the face he models a lot of these wonderful X-Men females out of. There's our Jim Lee auto there. Who do we have? Sunspot. That's cool. It's a great looking auto. 48 of 100. So far, of these 10 boxes that I've opened, none of the serialized cards have been numbered over 40. See who our next one is? Long Shot. 39 of 100. Let's look at the back. Number 83 and number 81. Very cool. Both of these are pretty close to the numbering of Magic, who's number 84. I pulled out of these boxes. So we're pulling a lot of them in that kind of numbering space. I want to show you the back of this. Number 1703 of 5,000. So here's the thing that's kind of incredible. You know, if there's 100 if there was 100 Magics that Jim Lee signed, and there's 5,000 cases, 100 divided into 5,000 is 2%. So the fact that I pulled that Magic was like 2% odds, which is, to me, incredible. I love it. But I've yet to talk to a collector, and I have some that have been in this space for a long time, that has completed a full set of the cards, all signed by Jim Lee. And people speculate, did he really sign, 100 cards, really 10,000 plus cards? I think that math would actually work out to 15,000 cards if I just did it quickly in my head. But if there's 2 signed cards in every case, there's 5,000 cases, and every other case has a third, so 15,000 cards. That's a lot. I don't know if you've signed, like, put a piece of paper in front of you and just sign 50 times and tell me how you feel after 50. It is insane. So the speculation is that maybe he didn't, because it's been so difficult for people to collect the full set. If you have a full set, please let me know. I would love to see it. Incredible. But this is the COA for these cards. I'm going to set these to the side. We'll sleeve those and top load those here in a little bit, but I want to keep the video moving just for pacing purposes. Put that one over here. We've got 4 more to go, my friends. Ooh. That seal was already broken on that side, but I see that we have a hologram in this one. That I just dropped. I dropped our hologram, and it's cables. So far, I've pulled 4 cables out of these. I can get this to focus for you. See that auto nicely. These are not serialized or hand numbered. Checklist for the holograms. All right. So what are our autos? These are completely out of order, unlike the other ones. Okay. Something's wrong here. So that one was actually opened, I think. One side. Interesting. So I think I might have been taking advantage on this one. You got to be careful. This side was actually already open. And I'm doubtful there are any autos in here. So that's disappointing. No, there they are. They were in the back. Wow. Okay. Somebody opened this and put it back in. That is interesting. So we got Mr. Sinister, 36 of 100. We got the Sentinels. And then we have our checklist. So somebody did open this, it looks like, and they just put them right back, 36 of 36 on both of these. Whew. Well, that was concerning. So actually not that bad. Mr. Sinister is great. Let's go. Wow. Okay. Set those up here. A little bit of a heartburn on that one. But we're okay. Is there 2 checklists? No, there's not 2 checklists. Okay. All right. So let's get these back in the box. Had a fright there, but we're okay. We're okay. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's double check these seals, because that other one I didn't really check like I was supposed to. These are good. These are good. All right, the seals are broken. Let's get these off of here, and let's get to our cards. Who do you want to see me pull? That is the question. Okay, you can see the Jim Lee card's a little smaller, so you can tell the color behind it. Ooh, Deathbird, that's cool. Again, 46 of 100. The serialization of these cards are pretty similar. We've got a green Sunspot. Is that our second Sunspot? Is that our second Sunspot? Let's see here. And hologram we have. Ooh, Wolverine. Let's go. We got Wolverine, guys. I've got the lighting turned down, so it's not really hitting this card as well as it could. But heck yeah, that is a great pull. That is great. We'll get that one sleeved and top loaded in a minute. Deathbird, Sunspot, and Wolverine. Cannot complain. The rest of these cards look good. Jim Lee's art is so amazing. So amazing. I'm glad we hit a different hologram because I was struggling on the holograms there because I was getting nothing but cable. Probably from a character collectability standpoint, the least favorite of the holograms. Shout out to my friends who are cable collectors, but it is the truth. So far, we have pulled one double of Sunspot, two holograms, Mr. Sinister, Deathbird, and Longshot. So we got two more of these left. Let's take a look at the sides here. Make sure they're good, and good. You can see we got pink down there. The borders give you an idea of where the cards are on the checklist. Slide these out. See what we've got. Oh, Protus. Attacking Wolverine and Nightcrawler. Get that to focus. $40 of 100. 40 of 100. And our next character is going to be Sauron. Very cool. Number 47 of 100. Auto looks good on that one. And Beast being our first card. So, 2 in that one. No hologram. Different pins, as you can tell. That leaves us with one last case to open. Should I keep one sealed just as a collectible, not opened? What would you do? What would you do? If you don't know me already, you know I can't keep it sealed. You know I can't keep it sealed. Too much fun. I would forever wonder what is inside of here. All right. We got our Jim Lee COA. Ooh. Saturn. Number 45 of 100. Another Sunspot. So if Sunspot's been rare to find, it's because they've all been here. So that's fascinating. And another Wolverine. Let's go. 3 Sunspots and 2 Wolverines. And then Beast. Wow. Wow. That was fun. That was fun. We're going to set this to the side just for the moment because I want to show you these other ones that I have. We got Magneto looking great. Another Dark Phoenix. So I've got 2 of those. There's the X Team. See if I can give you a better look. You got Wolverine, Beast, Psylocke, Rogue, Cyclops, a wonderful Jim Lee auto, another Cable, a Magneto. There we go. And Magneto. 2 Magnetos. This one with the COA. And checklist on this, I am missing Gambit. So, somebody would like to trade Magneto for Gambit? Let me know, or Wolverine for Gambit. That way I can have the full set. That would be amazing. Shadow King. Upstarts. team cards. I feel like these might be difficult. I don't know. There's just another COA. Klung. Cable. 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 Told you I opened a lot of the cables. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Toad. Great looking Toad. Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. The Toad again. Polaris. Great looking Polaris. Oh, these turn around like this. Great looking Polaris. Another Shadow King. Hellfire Club. Happy to see that one. And Shadow Cat. Great looking Shadow Cat. Great looking card. And of course, the Magic. Hit of the box, as they say. Just still in awe that I own this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it so much. All right, everybody. I told you that was going to be a treat. Let me know what you think down below. Is this something that you would collect? Do you find this to be like, yeah, I would love to put together this set? Or you have a favorite character in this set that you would like to own one of these examples? Or do you think, hey, these are not pack pulled, they're aftermarket, they're a fraud of a card, I don't want anything to do with it? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear it. I certainly enjoyed it. These things, I think, are just a part of history that when you start thinking, wow, this was 33 years ago. It's just an incredible thought to think that these things have been sealed this entire time, preventing collectors from putting together the set. But either way, if you're missing some of these and you would like to trade, let me know. I'd love to talk to you. If you enjoy this kind of content, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Always posting Marvel card content. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. Really helps the channel. If you have any comments, questions, thoughts, I would love to hear them. Leave them down below and I'll be sure to respond. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.